Did you know, however, there is a gender identity that is linked to the seasons? This is called gender season. And this is a gender identity I've only just learnt about. It's a micro-identity. It's not an identity that I have ever heard discussed before. It's a new one for me.
What's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the Roughhandspodcast. I'm your boy Chuck, and today we got another one for you. And today we are going to be talking about an issue that has been going on lately, and that is woke culture. So my question is, has it gone too far?
They're dead. The Boy Scouts are dead.
The Boy Scouts, we can pretty much declare, are dead.
Oh my God, the Boy Scouts are dead! While we were all fixated on the titillating details of the Stormy Daniels testimony, the Boy Scouts all died. I'm assuming in a terrible s'mores explosion engineered by one Joseph Charles Manson Biden.
The Boy Scouts of America is changing its name for the first time in history. The organization will be renamed Scouting America to emphasize its commitment to inclusion of all youth.
Oh. The Boy Scouts are alive. They just rebranded as an organization, partly because they started letting girls in 5 years ago, and partly because they had a giant molestation scandal.
A name change? Are you serious? For what? I can see if there wasn't no club for the girls, but they literally have one called Girl Scout Club. I don't see the point of making Boy Scout clubs more inclusive. I don't see where the confusion lies. It's supposed to be separate. Hell, they supposed to throw shade at each other, thinking their club is better than the other.
Girls get along with each other. Boys stand up for themselves. Girls care. Boys take what's theirs. Boys won't listen. All they want to do is talk. They like to moon ya. No, we don't.
Yeah, this got people in an uproar about it. They got all kind of people talking about it. Just like this gentleman I saw on TikTok.
The Boy Scouts of America have just changed their name to Scouting America after they felt like the old name with the term boy included wasn't inclusive enough. Now I agree, scouting shouldn't be something that's just exclusive to boys, but isn't that the whole reason why there's Girl Scouts? And it's not like this is a merger of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts into one organization. These are two separate organizations. If they were merging together, I think a name change would make a lot of sense. But the Girl Scouts of America have publicly come out and said that moves like this diminish the worth of being a Girl Scout. They've even released statements saying they've been around for 105 years and that so much of a girl's life is a life where she's in co-ed environments, and that so much research and data has suggested that girls really thrive in an environment where they can experiment, take risks, and stretch themselves in the company of other girls. And so when scouting exists for both boys and girls, and the boys organization switches it to allow girls in, it almost implies that if you're a Girl Scout, you're not a real scout. And so again, if the only scouting program available was only one that boys could join, I would totally agree with making it more inclusive.
I can't agree with him anymore. That entire move was ass backwards. The point of Girl Scouts was established to create a movement where all girls could come together, embrace their unique strengths and passions. The entire organization mirrored the Boy Scouts. So there is no need for Boy Scouts to include girls in their program.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
See, this quote-unquote woke culture has been gaining more popularity. More and more people are tired of being politically correct all the time. They are tired of people demanding them to accept someone's ideology. Just like this woman saying gender is linked to season.
Did you know, however, there is a gender identity that is linked to the seasons? This is called gender season. And this is a gender identity I've only just learnt about. It's a micro-identity. It's not an identity that I have ever heard discussed before. It's a new one for me. Gender season is an individual who explores their gender identity in relation to a season or all the seasons. So this might be somebody whose gender expression and identity is linked to one season. So for example, winter. Or this might be somebody whose gender identity and expression changes depending on the season.
This shit is getting out of hand. I mean, people, we have to draw the line somewhere. It's like people be sitting at home trying to find new ways to define something that doesn't need to be defined. Even if you don't agree with their ways, they expect you should accept it no matter what.
What if I was Chinese, but born in this nigger body? That's not funny. And for the rest of my life, I had to go around making that face. Hey, everybody, I'm Chinese. And everyone get mad. Stop making that face. That's offensive. What? This is how I feel inside.
And Ricky Gervais perfectly explained how people are arrogant, thinking no one can never disagree with them.
How arrogant are you to think that you deserve to go through life with no one ever saying anything that you don't agree with or like? I want people to stop saying that joke's offensive. I want them to start saying I found it offensive. Because that's all it is. You're just telling me how you feel about it. There's nothing intrinsically offensive about this joke. It's trying to make I'm offended sound important. It's no different to saying I've got a pain in my leg. Right, I believe you. But there's nothing to do with me. But you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong. You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings. So you don't have to pave the jungle. You can just grow a pair and have a laugh about it.
Exactly, Ricky. You can never disagree with someone's sexual orientation, religion, or behavioral patterns. They want you to accept it, even if it goes against your principles, which is laughable if you think about it. Say if you were to judge someone for whatever reason, that person will get mad at you for judging them, but in return, they start judging you.
Boo this man!
This quote-unquote woke culture has gotten so bad, it's infiltrated the school system.
He's like, the school has a right to request that you remove the flag off the back of your vehicle. I said, you're right, but since it's just a request, I'm gonna decline your request.
Cameron Blazik said school admin asked him twice to remove it, and twice he stood his ground.
I had even read off to him the student handbook and all the guidelines in there. The word flag isn't even in there.
He says the school tried to say, since his truck was on school property, the school had the right to ask him to take it down. But word got around.
Left and right, I was getting messages, my phone was blowing up, everybody going out and buying flags.
He says at least 24 students donned flags. The school apologized, adding students are allowed to fly an American flag.
Out of all the videos I showed, this one shocked me the most. For the people that's new here, I am from Rock Hill, South Carolina, born and raised. And if you attended any high school in South Carolina, you will see a white kid with a pickup truck and American flag on it. That's a starter kit for a country white kid. The type of trucks you will see is a Chevy, a Dodge, and we can't forget about
Ford Ranger! I know this truck. I ain't no stranger. I know that truck. That's a Ford fucking Ranger! Fucking Ranger! Ford Ranger!
As for my conclusion, for starters, I believe people with opposing views should never be demonized for their opinions. Many people believe that people should accept their ways with no pushback. And when you give them pushback, they acting all shocked.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? No, how dare you? No, how dare you? How dare you? No, how dare you? You dare to damn me? How dare you? How dare me when I how dare you?
There has never been a time in history where every person had the same ideology. And I understand that. But if you pick the wrong side in today's time, you might get canceled, which I call bullshit. The nerve of some of these people. How dare you have opposite views and reject their ideas? You can't have a mind of your own. I say to hell with that. If you don't agree with them, you have every right to voice your opinion. And if you so happen to piss someone off because of your opinion, this is how you should respond to their asses.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
And you will be all right. Well, that's all I got for y'all today. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. Please like and...
Push the goddamn button!
Oh yeah, drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. I'm out. Peace.